Automotive window tinting is the most common enhancement carried out on vehicles today, and it is chosen for a variety of reasons. Whether that is heat reduction, UV protection, or just simply looks, many people may try to tint their windows themselves, whereas others prefer a more professional touch. And this is where professionals like Elliot Baker, who owns Global Tint, come into play. Elliot has been doing this for almost 15 years, and he is going to break down his process for quality window tinting. Cleanliness is an important factor when it comes to tinting windows. So first, Elliot cleans the outside of all the windows he will be working on. The tint job always starts with the film of choice. Elliot uses Kepler window film as his professional film. Kepler offers up to 98% infrared heat rejection as well as stunning visuals once installed. First, he sprays the window and lays the film on the outside of the glass, ready to cut his template. A stainless steel blade is used in the cutting process, which prevents the glass from scratching once cut to shape. The window film needs to be shaped to the curve of the glass. A heat gun is used to shrink the film to the correct shape. Then, from the inside, Elliot sprays the window with soapy water and uses a razor blade to break down any dirt or grime that may have been stuck to the glass. After that, he cleans the window with a squeegee, ensuring not to miss any area, before he then resprays the window with more soapy water, which will help the film glide into place. He then exposes the sticky side of the window film by peeling off the backing sheet and spraying this with soapy water, which will prevent it from sticking right away. The film is then carefully moved into position, ensuring there is no light gaps visible anywhere. Another harder squeegee is used to remove all the remaining water from behind the window film. This will then allow for the glue that is within the window film to begin to set and mount itself to the glass. The front window is a similar process, but requires more skill and precision with your cutting, especially when the window is frameless. The window film is overlapped at the bottom by around ½ inch, and then the film is cut on one side and overlapped by 1 centimeter. This overlap allows the film to go behind the seal on install with no gaps. With a very careful hand, he cuts the film along the top edge of the glass and the side of the glass. This will be your finished edge, so it must be steady and precision is key. The areas Elliot could not get with the blade are then rounded off afterwards. Next, the same process is done as before, where the window film is shaped to the curvature of the glass with a heat gun to ensure it will fit with no ripples or bubbles. When it comes to cleaning the glass, the same principles are used as before. He cleans the glass back to factory standard so the window film can be installed with minimal contamination. Soapy water is more important than ever in this process, as the film needs to be able to have movement. Once the backing sheet is removed and the tint is sprayed with soapy water, the window film is then carefully positioned in place on the glass, being careful not to touch any of the trim or surrounding areas. The lower window seal is then opened to allow the film to slide in behind it. The window film is then lined up at the top, allowing for a minimal gap to be shown. The water is then removed from behind the film using a blue max to allow it to set to the glass. It is then wiped down using a microfiber cloth. Next, he will work on the back window. This process can be a lot harder to complete and requires a higher level of skill, especially when it comes to shrinking the window film to the shape of the window. Shrinking the film to a curved window like this is a balancing act. Too less heat and the film will crease, and too much heat will cause the film to burn. So you need to be in a constant state of reacting to the window film as it is shrinking. This will allow you to make the necessary adjustments so that the film is flat to the glass. Some rear windows may require more effort and more skill, but this will all depend on how curved the glass is. The rear window cleaning process is similar like before, but it is very important you do not use a razor blade to clean the rear window. Installing the rear window film on a sedan is all about being comfortable. It will require a lot of maneuvering to climb inside the rear of the car without touching anything. It is recommended you practice this movement before trying it. The window film is then positioned in place on the glass. Then the water is removed from behind the window film. This may require specialist tools to get to the hard-to-reach areas. Once finished, Elliot checks over his work to make sure he and his customers are satisfied. If you want to learn how to do the full step-by-step process, head over to Tint School Online, where Elliot has a full program with over 300 tutorials.